So, you know that feeling when you walk into a really great hotel room? You drop your bags, you look around, and you instantly feel kind of calmer. You just sort of settle in. Maybe even a little bit better version of yourself. And then when you go home, your house feels a little off, right? And you can't figure out why. I can, because I've spent my career designing these exact spaces. And today I'm going to show you exactly what hotels know about design that most homeowners don't even really realize, and how you can grab these ideas and steal them for your home easily. And here's what most people don't even realize. That feeling that you get when you walk into a beautiful hotel, it's not random. And it's not even taste. It's actually psychology. Now, every single element in that space was chosen by a designer, someone like me, to make you feel a very specific way. Hotels spend millions, figuring out how to make you feel calm, safe, and pampered within the first 8 seconds of walking through a door. Now, your home, most of the time it's a collection of things you bought over 20 years or so that, ended up in the same room together. And that's the gap. It's not about money and it's not about square footage. It's about design intention. And if you're watching this and thinking, I want my home to feel like that, but I have no idea where to start, go over to my website, lisaholt.com. I've got a free guide that walks you through how to begin a design project the right way before you spend a single dollar, guys. Really important. Links in the description. Okay, the number one thing that hotels really focus on that your home probably hasn't, which is really spectacular lighting. And I don't mean fancy fixtures, guys. I mean multiple layers of lighting. You walk into any well-designed hotel room and you're going to count those light sources and you're going to be surprised. You'll find 4 or 5 or more. There's bedside sconces. There's other room sconces. There's a table lamp. There's accent lamps. There's lighting under a shelf or behind the headboards. Soft glows from the bathroom, and all of it is on dimmers. Every bit of it. Now, your brain doesn't consciously register really any of this, but your nervous system does. And that's what's so important. It reads the space as safe, warm, and calm. I mean, look at these rooms. They're beautiful. I'd stay all day in some of these rooms. I don't think I'd even leave for my meetings. Now walk into your living room. What do you have there? A ceiling fan maybe with a light kit, maybe a floor lamp in the corner, and you wonder why it feels a little bit like a waiting room. And remember, guys, pictures that you see that are published, like in Pinterest and Instagram and all the rest of it, those are professionally lit. So just walk into your room and do the test, because that's what will really give you the answer. When you're going into a room, I'd say go into your bedroom tonight and count how many separate light sources you have. If the answer is 1 or 2, that's your problem. Hotels never use fewer than 4 in a single bedroom, guys. And the fix isn't expensive. It's just the intentionality of getting the room layered and lush feeling when you have the lights on. The next thing that hotels do really well is that they obsess over something most homeowners never even think about, and it's what we call the threshold moment. It's like what your entryway is. What is that first 8 seconds of experience after you open the hotel room door? In a hotel, that door opens and your eye is drawn specifically to something. Maybe it's toward the window, towards the view, certainly in this picture. Maybe it's toward the bed, or maybe the path is completely clear and there's a subtle scent. Now, the temperature is always perfect. You feel welcomed by the space itself. But the entry is just one example of something bigger. Hotels design for all 5 senses. Your home probably has only been designed for one, right? The visuals. Now, think about a luxury hotel bathroom, okay? You see beautiful tiles, but you also feel the weight of their luxurious towels. You hear the quiet because the door is solid. Ventilation is always whisper silent. You probably smell a little something subtle like eucalyptus or cedar. And even the temperature of the floor under your bare feet is considered, especially in places like ski resorts or cold climates. Now, most homes, you pick things that look nice in a photo, but you never think about what the room feels like when you close your eyes, right? Hotels are masters at layering 4 to 6 different textures in a single room, and this is something they drive home all the time. Think about linens, or a yummy throw that's on the bed. That's fantastic. velvet on chairs, wood, beautiful wood furnishings or maybe even paneling. Stone, always in bathrooms, beautiful. Metal, maybe something textural or woven. Your brain reads that as rich and curated. If there's only like one or two textures, your brain kind of takes that all in as one surface and it ends up sort of registering sort of flat. Now, here's another little test. If you want to walk into your bedroom, touch 5 different surfaces. How many of them actually feel different from each other? If everything feels the same, the room is going to feel one-dimensional no matter how good it looks in a photo. So the next thing that hotels absolutely insist upon is making the bathroom the end game. If there's one room where hotels destroy what most people have at home, it is that bathroom. And it's not because they spend a fortune on marble. It's because they treat the bathroom as a destination, not a utility closet. A great hotel bathroom gives you flattering light from the sides and in front, so it's never overhead, so you actually look good in the mirror. You know, it's got clean, clear surfaces, towels that kind of feel like a reward for being good, and a shower that's like an event. There's always at least 2 heads in that shower, one usually a handle, maybe a rain head. It's not even negotiable with these guys. And here's the designer in me talking. The actual cost difference between a bathroom that feels like a hotel and one that feels like an afterthought or just part of a regular home is shockingly small, you guys. You want to always remember to do this, light your face, not the top of your head. Then, make sure you get white towels. Make them all the same and make them thick and fluffy. Then, clear everything off of the counter, except what you'd see in a hotel. Roll your hand towels. Install a rainfall shower head. None of that requires a renovation, and it'll change how you feel every single morning, guys. And here's a challenge this weekend. Pick a bathroom in your house and what I call hotel it. Clear that counter, switch the towels out to white, change the lighting if you can, and then take a before and after. I promise you are going to feel the difference. So the real secret behind why hotels feel so good comes down to one word, and it's intentionality. Every item in that room was chosen for a very specific reason. I've spent my life looking at the details. Things like the colors of the walls. I love this. The weight of the curtains. Those need to be heavy. They need to feel right. The height of the nightstand, the angle of the reading light. All of those decisions are made on purpose and by studying them. And you don't ever want to get them wrong because then the room doesn't feel right to you. Now, look at some of these beautiful rooms. There's so many layers to this. Like I love this one with the lacquered pass-through area, and then they have the beautiful textures on the beds. Or how about this one that's got a headboard that has some mirror inserted into it with beautiful wood floors and a lovely carpet and area. Notice again, very soft lighting. This is an interesting one with the beautiful sort of big throw on it, a little bit more contemporary, but lots of textured, maybe reclaimed surfaces in that. There's lots of beautiful ways that these details all have to come together. And those are decisions that are made on purpose by designers like me. Now, the problem is your home is the opposite. It's sort of accumulated, right? You've got maybe 10 years of purchases, gifts, hand-me-downs, and maybe a couple of impulse buys all in the same room. Now, that's not a criticism. That's just our lives, right? Now, here's the good news to all this, you guys. You don't have to start over. You just have to start being choosy. Pick one room. Look at everything in it and ask, did I choose this? Or did it just end up here? Anything that just ended up there can go. What's left is the beginning of a space that feels intentional and like what you want it to be. Now guys, if this is landing for you, this is exactly what I do. I've designed thousands of hotel rooms and homes and commercial spaces, and I can show you how to bring that same level of intention into your own homes. Now, if you want to go deeper, if you want me to actually help you figure out where to start, come find me at my website, lisaholt.com. I've got a free guide for you. There's a community there. And for people who want real hands-on help, there's a way to work with me directly. The link is all in the description. So here's your cheat sheet, guys. 5 things hotels do that you can steal. Layered lighting, oh, that's so yummy. a designed entry moment, either for your whole house or just perhaps for your bedroom. Multi-sensory thinking. Think about what it smells like. What does it sound like? As well as what does it feel like? You want to have an intentional bathroom, really well designed just for you. And the whole idea that nothing is accidental. Start with whichever one grabbed you. Okay guys, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and I will see you super soon.